Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field near Washington. Standing by for the call of this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a man who's in his 11th season now as a starting quarterback of the Packers. It's his 14th year overall, Aaron Rodgers.
Just 7 starts in 2017 due to a collarbone injury. Tried to come back late in the year to rally the Packers into the playoffs. Unfortunately, couldn't get it done. But one of the best competitors at the quarterback position in the NFL. He's lost Jordy Nelson, one of his best weapons, but he knows how to bring other guys along and turn them into valuable contributors.
Rodgers now on first down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Washington, they get ready to go again here on offense. And let's look at the first 4 weeks for them in the regular season since we're getting ready for week 1. And you stole my schedule. I don't have it memorized. Who are the first 4 weeks?
Well, they open at Arizona, home for Indianapolis and Green Bay, and then they go to New Orleans. So to me, the way the schedule is set up, Alex Smith now the new quarterback, Adrian Peterson to supplement the run game. But I think that Trent Williams, back healthy at left tackle, that may be the key piece for them. To me, they've got to win the first 2 ball games if they want to chase down Philadelphia in the NFC East.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Green Bay coming back out here on offense. They finished the preseason 2-2, now heading into the regular season. And, look, the excitement is back in Green Bay. You can feel it, and it's because number 12 returns under center.
And when he's there and plays 16 games, the Packers are in the playoffs. You can pretty much put it in ink, right? Last year when he got hurt, I believe they were 4-1. And things, of course, went down the tubes for them from that point on. But a lot of change in the offseason, led by head coach Mike McCarthy. New staff on the defensive side of the ball. Some changes on the offensive side of the ball. But the biggest thing is what you've already noted. Number 12, Aaron Rodgers is back and healthy and has his contract.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Redskins now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On first down, Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We'll head back to FedEx Field after this timeout.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. A shotgun snap for Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. Third down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
319!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Out comes a Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a defensive stalemate. No scoring in that first half whatsoever. But a breakthrough can't be too far off. And for the start of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. The third quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing is Smith. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it'll bring up third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side
Still
of the
second
line.
down.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. So 3 quarters in the book, still no one on the scoreboard. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devon Adams, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Smith looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington first. Back to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. He'll look to throw. Throw right side caught by Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's back to throw. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Smith to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go, come on.
Again, it's Williams. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Crowder now to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Smith now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.